Hi, I love you. And I know what love is. And I'm talking about love in a way that is not God-like or God of, that makes your people subservient to it. I'm drawing a difference, drawing a line in the sand to tell you you're serving a God of obedience that demands obedience from you. That's not the God of love. Obedience, slavery, obeisance, to obey all of his commandments. You think God is a male? You think God is male-oriented, male characteristics, male of body form? You have a lot to learn. This is Meonics. I have a school. My name is Theodore Cottingham. Theodore Cottingham. I'm responsible for this message. And I'm not afraid of you and all of your religions and all of your gods. All of you on planet Earth can summon all of your gods, and I will not fear them. Because where there is perfect love, there is no fear. And all the religions I know about are fear-based. They create fear. Create fear. Create division. Lack. Everything is built upon contrast. Good, evil, good, bad, have not. Anointed, laity. Everything about control is based on hierarchy, is it not? Hierarchy. You see, God unveiled. God will not let you be God, but I will. But who am I? I'm just a guy, a common guy in Eureka Springs, 73 years old, walking the earth as a common man, a limited guy, a fortitude of suffering no more. I see the angels, theory not. I see the angels walking all around me. I see what you haven't seen because you haven't wanted to see it. You haven't seen the story. The story was there. The story was in you all the time about what I am saying, about what I am unveiling, about what I am drawing a picture of. The contrast of you and God that never existed as separates until you decided it so, because you were equal and you created, contributed to the suffering, to create the division, to create your game, to enter your game. Let's see, was it called Tron? Christianity? Everything based on fear is not based on love. We're learning to know the difference. My name is Theodore Cottingham. This is Meonics. Meonics school. The school of Meonics. The school of me, the original me. The me before God ever existed. Me, we, a race of, because we were all equal. And we didn't manipulate each other. We didn't need to protect each other from each other. There was no loathsomeness. There was no controlling power. There was no godlike, demonic-like heaven and hell with the devil. A roaring lion? We're coming out, and we're not subject to religion anymore. We're coming out. We're not subject to God anymore, your God or anyone else's. All the godlike figures, all the God worship, all the worship songs, where you enter an experience, a feeling of common blessing, a common mind, a shared experience, where you're all feeling the music, the anointing, the blessing, and weep. Sometimes. I did many times. I thought it was so real. Worship music, anointed. Oh my. Anointed worship leader, anointed. Of course, many aren't anointed, you see. If you call some anointed, it's implicit. Some aren't. But oh, the some are, to get in their presence and be led in worship, to submit myself to those feelings, to submit myself to that separation so that I can honor it and worship it. And then when I separate myself from that and prostrate myself and honor it and worship it, I can feel what I want to feel, the anointing. Been there, done that. Preached it, taught it. I remember one day I was in Eureka. I've lived here over 7 years now. Several years ago, I was listening to a world-class, terrific violinist, Lucia Micarelli. I was laying down on my couch and I began to cry. She wasn't singing or playing a worship song. And I began to cry, and I began to realize, this is exactly the same feeling that I experience when I have wept years ago in church, when I felt the anointing, the cleansing, the beauty, the acceptance, the lack of control, something. Bocelli, Chris Buddy. I began to pay more attention. It pays to pay more attention. It pays to pay attention, to be aware, to ask the right questions. See, when you ask the right questions, you open up the door. If you're willing. But your motive speaks louder than words. A lot of people say a lot of things. A lot of people talk about freedom, talk about God, but their motive is simply to press their imprint upon you so that you think like they do. They want to press you, put you into their image. And boy, will they love you when they can control you. Tell you just about anything you want to hear. Assuage your concerns. Tell you they'll protect you, honor you, obey you, bless you. Wow. This lesson in Meonics does not stand alone. Meonics is a school. I am a school. I have a school. I am in school. I am teaching. I'm teaching me. I listened to all of these videos. I say all, almost all of them afterwards, sometimes several times, to glean and make the connections, to learn. The light of my word. My word lights my path. Oh. I say so many things surrenderedly that I did not yet know, or I did know and I forgot, or I forgot to know, or I forgot to say, or I forgot to live. Or wait a minute, who's forgetting, and what are these attributes of personality, of intelligence, of existence, of an existential nature, an immortal nature? Do you have an immortal nature? You see, I ask questions that ask questions. I ask questions in an effort to honor, respect your learning ability. I ask questions for you to answer them because you are the creator of you before God ever existed. God unveiled. God does not exist the way we have thought, the way we have been taught, the way we have taught each other, the way we think, the way we live our lives, except in a manner of control, to control you. Control starts out with separation. I am in charge and you're not. Well, wowie. I don't want to live with that. I'm not going to be subservient to you. I am God. In the beginning was God. I am God, and I created you. I was created to serve you on your assembly line, your warehouse 13, your manufacturing process. You spoke me into existence. You spoke with other beings that were creative, that created machines of light to make me light of, sewed flesh on my body, told me where to go, which planet to reside in, limited me here in your electromagnetic spectrum. I no longer serve you, O God of control. I will have no God before me because I met love. I met love that existed before God ever did. God? Well, what is God? God, the image of. You think God the originator? God the lover? Have no other gods before you. Worship that, and only that shalt thou serve. That sounds like slavery. I'm not serving anyone. I'm not in your service. I defy all of your gods. All of your gods in heaven and earth can no longer control my mouth, because I know what love is. And I have the message. I have become my word. And Meonics is about you existing in an existential, immortal, infinite, interdimensional state of existence, not subject to protons, neutrons, and electrons of man. This is Meonics. Don't think this message stands alone. This is what some would say a very advanced message, teaching. Friends, I've been channeling for 21 years. I have now. You have. You can listen. You can transcribe. You can listen to over 2,000 videos on YouTube of me teaching. So this is not just a message that popped in my mind this morning that I felt anointed to speak about. I have grown into being me a man, not separate from God, that wants to control you or me, or control. Release, enslave, enslavement. Release the slaves. You have the ability to free you. You see, I can't free you. I can. Maybe. But why would I want to do that if you're not me? You see, if you're not love and you have all power, what are you going to use people for? What are you going to tell them? You're going to set up a hierarchy, aren't you? Where you're the king and they're not. You're going to tell them they have no power but you, and that every good thing comes from you. And their righteousness is as filthy rags, because they're a creation of your hand, your voice. They're dust of the earth. My friend, I am not dust of the earth. You aren't either. If you know who you are, when you know who you are. You, the real you, existed before existence did as we know it. My interim existence as a dust man is going away. I will be no more limited to my flesh. Whether you like the idea or not. I'm God, unveiling God, to be no more God, dusted of you. I will no more be made in your image. I will no more be limited to earth. I'm tired of being limited. Tired of paying for plane tickets? Property taxes? You want a big house, then you have to maintain it, re-roof it, put new siding on, paint it. Oh, gosh. Cracks in the wall, cracks in the floor. You just want a bigger, better house? You want more money? You want more legacy? Legacy of what? Legacy of Tron, or are you coming out of the game? Are you willing to see the God story controls you no more? It's not easy. It's taken me years, and I'm not sure I'm completely there. Or am I increasingly attaining to the knowledge of wisdom and understanding to be who I really am, teaching you in the process? You have to answer that question. You who hear this, you will answer one way or not. By default, by remaining in your flesh, who you are, what you are, or you will do something about it. And this is a call to action. You see, I began yesterday. I said the title of my teaching yesterday was Meonics. It's up to you now. I have given you the blessing. I haven't given you any curse. I don't set blessing and curse before you this day. I don't set life and death before you. I set life before you, asking you to decide not to die. Defeat your last enemy. Death is your last enemy. Defeat it. You have the power. The power of life and death is in the tongue. What is the tongue connected to? It's not just a little flesh muscle that gives you this power. It's what it's connected to. Like a thermostat on the wall. The thermostat didn't give you heat or cold air. The thermostat communicates to a compressor. See, there's more pieces to the puzzle. There's more aspects. There are more chapters to the story. There are more books waiting to be written by you that people need in every language, tribe, and tongue. They're not waiting on your faith. They're waiting to see the face of God because they haven't heard, because nobody told them. The face of God is in their mirror. The God that existed before we ever became dust people who wanted to control each other, shoot each other, kill each other, control their land, control their power, tell them what to think, educate them only according to what we want them to hear. Siphon off their energy. Let them die. No, my friend, I am not serving your God. All of your gods together can't summon enough power to overpower me anymore, because I am one. One is many, innumerable, existent before time and space began. And that's what I'm a tribe of. That's what I am equal thereof with. And I'm not qualifying it. I am loving two shoes. I'm a physical man. Harnessed no more by your energy system. I am out. I am my word. And I go to heal people with my word. This message, you see, that sets you free, sets them free. If you will free each other, you first. You have to free the one in your mirror first. And it takes love to do that. My way. My way? The love way. where all are equal and no one puts down another. No one is concerned whether you wear a dress or not, or how you comb your hair, or what you dress in, pants or a skirt, today or tomorrow. Whether you've been gay or straight, or whether you still claim to be gay or straight. No matter what you claim to be. I tell you what I claim. I tell you what I assert. Posit, I adore love, and I love love. And if you love me, you will be me. Me that I am, not the flesh man, the limitations of. But my heart, my wavelength, my energy, my knowledge, my word. This is the flow of the new covenant, the living, new, and everlasting, eternal covenant that is given to every person? No. You grow it from the inside out. With love. The seed, the word. The word I'm giving you is the seed. Not to placate you. This is not playtime. This is not just for information for you to make more money, have more prestige, have a bigger house, more debt. Eradicate all debt from your life with alacrity. All debt? You decide. Choose what you serve. Is there another place to live? Is there another way to live? Oh, my friend. If we only knew, but I know now. Where did Jesus lay his head? Jesus, he was looking for a place to lay his head. Is what he was, is you now? Did he lay his head in you? Not on your breast to suckle, but to see a man no more. Will you see a woman? A woman God? God is a woman. God is the feminine divine. What are you willing to entrust truth as? Who designed truth? Who designed the fable of your ways? What are you coming out of? Will you be my friend? Will you love me? Will you taunt me no more? Will you teach me? Who are saying this to you now? People of every nation, tribe, and tongue. Are you willing to come into a school where you garner no followers whatsoever, and you don't teach the existence of existential hierarchy? Where you come into a situation of no separation? Are you willing to hang stars in space and heal that little child next door? Are you willing to feed the 5,000 here on earth and go lay your head to rest somewhere in Andromeda? No more the strain of. Are you Hal 9,000? No more listening to. Are you held in hell no more, thinking there's a God that serves you when it's raping you? Or who's raping you? Who gave you the story? How ignorant were they? Who's ignorant? The blind leading the blind? They both fall in the ditch? My friend, There aren't two parallel stories. There's a lot of megalomaniacs, demigods, sociopaths, gaslighters that are devoted to religion because religion is devoted to all of that. Religion says, I am the way, walk ye in it. I have all the answers, and every good thing comes from me if you will bow down and worship me. My friend, that is not my faith, my face, nor my message. And I'm unveiling God in a way that I never have before. I'm unveiling God in a way that I hope you can't miss it. I'm saying we haven't worshiped the wrong God. I'm saying we've worshiped a God story. When you were it, of the original, before God of separation, before the idea of a God to bow down to ever came into the mind of the game creator. Are you a user or a program? What do you have the power to do? You see, some of these movies are tremendously powerful, great examples, truly illustrative, alluring for entertainment, but so much more. The Matrix, The Truman Show, I mention them so often. The Adjustment Bureau, I mentioned over these 21 years. I have some kind of connection to over 300 movies that have been of value to me, that I've learned from, that I've learned a lot from, that I see and I ask more questions. And I see, what if? I wonder if this is. You see, curiosity is cultivated by the loving who love love. And they don't cap the curiosity. God won't let you be God. The God of rules. The God of God versus Satan. The God of heaven and hell. We are coming into an existence to not fail again. We are coming into an existence, a time, to know who we are, and we will choose. Are you going to choose control, subservience, slavery that masticates upon you, masticates upon your brain, chews it up? What are your neurons doing to you? Why do you have them there, things? Neurons? Mirror neurons? Why are you genetically bound? Epigenetics? Are you ignorant of? Or are you willing to control you no more with others' words that keep you here bound to your flesh so that you die? When you can live in heaven before you die, blissfulness. No house payment, no paint, no upkeep, no taxes. Why? How can that be? Because you are the king. You have a land. A land, a tangible land? Why do I want to be tangible? I'm existent before time began, aren't you? Will you be no longer duped and so complicitly trying to confirm your religion, your beliefs, trying to please God? Please God. Please the rule maker? It's a hard lesson for some. But I tell you, I'm in joy. I know who I am. And I lay down all of my garb for you, not. I know. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. I'm not limited to this. And you aren't either. And this is my message. This is Meonics. This is what this school is about. Unveiling God? Who do you see at the end of The Wizard of Oz, the movie? Who do you see there at all the controls? The mastermind? The mind that wants to master you? Tell you what, when, where, what you do? We have prostrated ourselves before God, the God theory, the God of this world. We were ignorant of who we are. Now everything will be shaken. And everything will be shaken. And dystopia will be disturbed, or will your comfort zone become dislodged from your circuits, your circuit board? You're going to unplug your circuit board? You're going to unplug from the electromagnetic spectrum? You're going to unplug? You won't need electricity? You won't need waves? You won't need molecular action? You're going to defeat death. Here's to you. I am. This is my body and my blood shed no more for you who want to remain in ignorance, worship a God, and then crawl in a casket, hoping and a wishing, like Dusty Springfield, hoping and a wishing for something better. Faith, faith, faith. Oh, just imagine. No, they don't teach imagination. They teach subservience. Subservience, obey the rules. Your God of rules will not touch me again. I'm not arrogant. I'm knowledgeable. It's been a very painful process to learn all I know in many ways. But I teach. I live. I learn. I'm still learning. I'm teaching. And it's time for you to teach, because it's time for you to learn. And if you learn to live love, you will love to learn about you, to become the real you, from the mouth of the horseman. No more of your apocalypse. I'm trading your world not. I'm creating a new one. The one you create inside you is. Going to your promised land? No house payment? No car payment? No house, no car, no No ticket needed to go from country to country. Are you going to walk? Are you going to talk? Or are you going to create your creator who recreates you as you who existed before time began? The choice is yours. I'm not wearing these clothes forever. And all you people who wear robes and collars, require people to kiss your ring, you may hate me for a while, but I'm here for you as well. Saul to Paul's story no more. Or are you changing everything you think the allegory exists of? Will you come out of slavery to the flesh, to Egypt? Are you in Egypt? Are you changing what you know? Will your word be you, the creator of creating you, to recreate you without all the fears of man? I'm going now. I love you, and I've said a lot. I don't know how all this plays out. I know what love is. I know what love has told me. I know how love teaches. Love does not teach with fear. Love does not cuddle and coddle, nor suckle you on its teats. Love is not the breast of religion, the figure of man. If you want to know God, your motive will cling to you. Your motive will determine what you hear, what you learn, what you see, and what you don't. Your motive, not just your words. It's not the words of the alchemist turning lead into gold. This is unveiling the real you. To see you are God who did this to us. You are you who did it to you. You see, you are the creator of you. You fell into your own game. You programmed the programs which ran on you to be subservient to the users. There's a way to think about this, but there is a way to become this, the unveiled law, no more under. No more under love, no more under God. This is a nation of peace. And I prescribe joy. And I'm Dr. Cottingham, not, or am I? A leadership doctor? A doctor of leadership? I have my doctorate of leadership. And I'm teaching me. And I learned what I know from above not. I came through it. I walked through hell. And now I'm here, no longer subject to it. And heaven is abated by my breath no more. I create my words, and my words create me. I become the joy of no one else's salvation. I'm not saving me from anything but my own wrath, for I judge me, incarcerated no more. I judge me, exonerated. I exonerate me from all the wrath of you and all the power of you. Will no more daunt me again For I will no more lay down my life, nor prostrate me or my words before you. For I live my words, for I am the life of one. The life of my words, the life of me. My words light my path. This is Meonics. Free and clear, or has a path been laid out before you? What are you doing? Will you teach? Will you limit you no more? Will you search? Will you cultivate your curiosity? Will you ask questions? Are you willing to get off your ass? Get off your duff? Get off your whatever? Are you willing to get out in the mainstream of society to no more be a fool? Or will you be among the cosmos? Will you see that you can affect the Congo, Sudan, you can heal people, you can calm the storm, feed the 5,000, raise the dead? Yes, you. This is my message. And when you know who you are, existential, existent, eternal, the infinite you regains the throne of the immortal infinite. The interdimensional, no more limited by time, space, gravity, or your waves, or your energy of fools anymore. I relinquish my right and title to me no more. I open my land. Out to you not, I form a new tower not, but a new me. And I go and live in what I am. I've said much. It's so common to say things like, I hope you enjoyed it. I can say, I hope it's meaningful. But there's so much more. I hope you change. I hope you act. I hope you deliver you from you. For you are the creator. You are heaven, hell in. You are the angels that fell, that fallen are, who fell no more. Will you create you? Will you recreate you? Will you recreate you now in peace, love, and joy among all peoples, throughout time and space? No more limited to the existential needing a savior. You're no more ignorant, dumbing each other down. You're no more pulling the wings off of each other. I've said much. I allude to much. But I'm not drawn by the allurement of you. No matter how beautiful you are in your words or your flesh, for I know what the real you looks like. The beauty of pure love. Love that says, come, be me. Sit on my throne. All that I am is yours. Juxtaposed to the figment, to the creation, to the idea of God that says, serve me. Do my will, and I'll be the judge of your worthiness. I'll be the judge. No, friend. You see, I have learned I judge me. I am the judge of me. I am the creator of me. I am the judge. And your jury will have no power over me. Me, I am one. I am my word. I am this energy. I am the existent, existential, forever one. No longer tubed down your drain with your micros. See what I have said. Or do you even know what microtubules are? Organelles, quarks, mirror neurons, epigenetics. Or will you create no other flesh above you again? Will you be among the heavens now? Superfluous not. Superman, superwoman, admiring not, or will you be flying too? Doing all the things the first one did. It's what you can see. I'm asking you to see you doing all the things that Jesus did. Right now, today, in your culture, in this time, in this space, in this place, you, my friend, walking in your shoes, love upon your forehead, light with your path lit by your words because you have become the energy, the power thereof, who love all equally. So you care about Sudan. And if you don't care about Sudan, don't come here. The Congo, Mauritania, Nigeria. How many people are being sex trafficked in that one country alone? Do you know anything about your world? Your world, creating a new one. Creating a new one here. I'm a creator. Yes, you are. And you can create, and you can heal, and you can feed the 5,000. This is my message. This is why I exist. My name is Theodore, and I love you. That's the lesson today. A few words I have shared with you, but what have I given you? What have you seen, felt, experienced? A lot of questions. What are you feeling? Will you let feelings no more rule you? Will you let your soul no more torment you? And all the memories of all you've done and not, and all that other people did, will you let all of that go? Will you no more torment you with them? Will you no more torment you with your power of memory? Will you no more forgive you, or will you forgive you of everything they have done to you and for you and from you and you have done to each other? Will you walk in power now as the new creator, the new creation you that look just like you, whether you have anything to wear or not, with no man cursing you again? Because even though they try, it won't have any effect. So even if they condemn you, assail you with their spears, guns, tanks, bombs, you walk right through them. This is how you shut the lion's mouth. You walk through the fiery furnace to become me. Me, Meonics. Me. That's what Meonics is about. The real me, that's the real you that existed before time began. Before God was ever a thing, a thought, an entity of separation. Okay. Be the real me. That's the power of the powerful you in your mirror. And rejoice with love. And let not your heart be troubled. There's love at home. Where's home? In the skies. But it's not far away. It's inside you. The door. Create the door. Enjoy your life. Create the new life of you. The creation of one. Meonics. Under the law of one, no more, but love. A nation of love. Meonics. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in this school. Thank you for schooling me to be you, you to be me. Who? Wait a minute. Who's? What? Yep. Maybe you're beginning to get it. All be one. No lack. No need. What's a need, Dad? I don't know. Something people used to talk about long ago. There are parts of conversations like that that have occurred in the future that I have channeled. You can search and find and read them in Database One. This is how I've been taught about who we are. I don't make love. I create it. I create it for me to be me. Me I am. I'm simply becoming what I was before time began. Asking you to also. The love of one be that will teach you all things unlimitedly in the form of the amorphous one, the existential one, the infinite one, the real you, in flesh now upon the earth, walking seamlessly with all that is, so that time is no more like you thought. And power no more rules you, because you are the real I am, the I am of one, where no Satan exists, where no failure is imparted, where no comparison is used to delineate the haves and the have-nots, where no anointing exists to create the unanointed, no fivefold ministry. Again, no church, no feeling, no worship, but joy, unlimited, when you're no longer dependent upon the soul of man. And the soul that we've been given, the soulish ways, and the character of souls, thinking to redeem and redeem the thoughts thereof to control each other, will no more be here. For I am. And who is I am? All who will be me. Live the life of one and love. Be love on your throne. Thrown away by you no more. Be love on your throne. Live love. Love rejoice in. The kind of love. What love is that says, come be me. Sit on your throne. You're powerful. And it takes leadership, and it takes guts to walk into your being, to be who you really are. The existential, the infinite, the interdimensional, the immortal, not separate from you, that you are a race of. Now be the light race. Be it unto you according to your will. The gift of life is given you. Create it well. Come out of the legacy and all of the artifacts of religion and study no more gods. Prostrate yourself before a God no more. There's no salvation needed, but only love to exonerate you, to see you, your power, and love each other equally, and think globally. Live globally. Care about what's going on in the other countries, who's at war, and what's happening. Care about your people, your men and women, not to serve you, but for you to release them, to free the captives of influence, the captives of ignorance, and be captive of your ignorance no more. Let love flow in you to teach you this way, where you surrender to write the first person words of not the God that you've grown up with or worship, but pure love, light, and peace before time ever began an electromagnetic spectrum of race to be incarcerated in our games. I go now. It's been an hour. Thank you for sharing with me. You who've sent me an email, thank you. Thank you for picking up your pen and writing me at Box 34 in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, USA. Thank you for sending me an email, theodoreureka@gmail. Thank you for being you. Thank you for picking up your pen and outlining this course. I say unto you, please, Meonics, be the Meonicer. The real me, the real you. Turn on your meons, a new particle. Not the Higgs, but it may be before time began that we're no more the particulate matter of, but meons existed all the time. I love you all. Please be in action. Motivate. It's up to you. Do the things I do. Heal, love, and set love free. Don't incarcerate it. Love each other. Love every man and every woman, every child, whether they're married, whether they're in prison, whether they're on death row. Love them. Because you know, originally, we were all one. And everyone gets to choose again. And no one will escape this choice to unveil God so that God will no more be some other. They will see their power. They will understand their choices. And the knowledge will be unveiled because all is about to be shaken so that nothing will remain that can't. I love you all. Write me. Ask me questions. I invite you to ask me questions, hard ones. I may not even understand the question. And I may answer in the form that you wrote me, that you write me. Or I may speak in teaching sessions just like this. where I address it, knowingly or not. But I speak. I listen. I listen for the wooing heart to have a royal communion that's not limited to your body and blood, but the romance not limited to your molecules. I hope you got it. I pray that you listen to this more than once, that you outline it. I invite you. This lesson, this one lesson, I invite you to summarize it, to teach it, to make outlines and teach others. Create a course, a mini course. Create a course. Create a course of love, how to live love, how to flow the first person words of light, how to become timeless. This is your responsibility, not. This is your privilege. This is love. Love does not demand you obey it. See that no hell exists for you. Who will be love in your shoes? To love, be the infinite you. No more limited to the finite. And see where you live then. We have been so suppressed, so obsessed, possessed, but no more will the images of God or Satan put fear in us nor prepare us for death. We defeat, we defy, and we define our lives by who I am, we are. Good day. Thank you again. TheodoreCottingham.com. Theodore Eureka @gmail.com. I love you all. Thank you again. Love me. Love you, I do. Love each other. Be the infinite, royal, regal, you. Thank you.